Hi everyone, this is Julia from Green Umbrella Marketing, and today I'm going to tell you how to avoid restrictions on your LinkedIn account. This has recently happened to me twice in the last month, and it's a right old pain in the rear end. So I'm going to give you some advice that LinkedIn has given to me, and fingers crossed, hopefully these strategies will work. Okay, so let's just go through the slides. I've written these down for you. So the first thing is always to make sure that you are signing out and signing out wherever you are. A lot of us are using LinkedIn on our laptops, in Starbucks, various coffee shops, or motorway services or whatever, and you just never know who's out and about and is able to get access to your LinkedIn account. So always sign out, whether you're on an app, a good old app, or if you're on a desktop as well. Always sign out. Okay, especially if you're using a public Wi-Fi, it's essential that you do that. The safest bet is to actually toggle it off of your 4G, or if you have a dongle as well. That's what I tend to do, is use my dongle rather than logging onto public Wi-Fi. The third thing is to go to this website. So if you go to linkedin.com/settings/sessions, try saying that if you've had a few, but I'll just go to it. So if you go to linkedin.com/settings/sessions, this will actually say all the sessions that are open, and you can see exactly where you are. So all you have to do is click there to sign out. I'm actually in Daventry at the moment. I had a logged on access there, but the very first time that I did this, I had 62 sessions open that were all over the country, which is quite worrying. So you might be a bit scared the first time you do it and you think, oh my God, really, those sessions are always open. But I urge you to do that and put it into your calendar. Do it at least once a month or once a week if you travel a lot. But sometimes you'll look at those sessions and you'll think, God, I didn't go to Eastbourne or wherever it was, and it does make you wonder, who has access to your account. So be protective of that account and make sure you are signing out of those sessions. So once again, that link there is linkedin.com/settings/sessions. Okay, and log out of those sessions. So that's number one, is always sign out. Number two is to check your registered emails. Now, this also scared me. I didn't realise this. But when I logged into my email addresses, I actually originally had, and I only did this a couple of days ago, I had 6 email addresses in there. 3 of them were actually inactive. I haven't used those email addresses for a long time. And if there's activity, if LinkedIn are trying to send you emails, which they will do, if you're logging in, you get emails to all of the email addresses that you've registered in, and a couple of them are bouncing back. That's not a good sign to LinkedIn. So make sure that you are check your registered emails, get rid of any emails that are inactive. I'd recommend always having at least 2 emails in that area. The way you get to this is up here, and then it's privacy and settings, and it's under the privacy area, and you'll be able to change your emails there. So check that one out. So that's number 2. Number 3 is to make sure your phone number is correct as well. I didn't realise that this is something that LinkedIn check to see if the phone number is still active. So have a look at your phone number on your LinkedIn account. If you haven't got a phone number, please add one. It doesn't have to be your mobile number. It could be a landline, but that's a landline number that is active. I don't know how they test these things, but apparently they do. So make sure that you've got a verified phone number, or a phone number that actually works, that's available in your LinkedIn profile. So all of these little things, they all add up, and they're the things that LinkedIn go, oh yep, this is a bit of a dodgy account, and then wham bam, thank you ma'am, you're on restricted access. Okay, number 4 is passwords. Now, you probably expected this one to be in this anyway, but I'm going to give you some tips on passwords, okay? So make sure that you're not using the same password for multiple sites. And this is not just normal common knowledge. This is something that LinkedIn actually emailed me and said to me, if you've got the same password on multiple sites, I don't know how LinkedIn pick up on that. So, these technical wizards, this is how they work. But you need something that is unique for your LinkedIn account, apparently. The second thing is I use software such as 1Password. The only thing I didn't use 1Password for was my LinkedIn account, which was stupid. I was just using a very simple password for LinkedIn. I use 1Password for absolutely everything else. I now have a very complicated password that is generated from 1Password, and I keep that safe. 1Password is great. You've got an app on your mobile phone for it as well, which works great. But there is a cost to that. So if pennies are something that you're looking out for and you don't really want to spend the pennies on software such as 1Password or LastPass, then there are other things that you can use. There's a really good website called, I think it's just called Password Generator, I think, if I remember rightly. Yeah, Password Generator. I think I just googled it, and it gives you really sort of complicated passwords to use, and then you can just keep them safe and sound somewhere else. It says generate password, and it will give you your password underneath. I think you have to register for that one. There you go, and that's giving you a complicated password there. So that's just passwordgenerator.net. Okay, so that's one. Another sort of some tips. Some people use the first letter of a well-known phrase. So as I've put here, so you might have TQBFJOTLD, which is a password for the quick brown fox jumps over the lazy dog. Sorry about the noise in the background, just doing this quick video for you now. Another one that we use a lot is a mix of two different number plates. Number plates mixes words and numbers, so if you always remember your number plate, I don't know about you, but I remember the number plate of my dad's old Morris Minor. I don't know why, but I always do, and you can use that for some good passwords. So mix two number plates together, and hey ho, you've got yourself a complicated password that's unusual that someone would guess. So that's tip number 4. Okay, so the next one is to activate your two-step verification. And I know this is a bit of a pain in the rear end, but basically what happens before you log in, it actually sends you either a text or an email, or sometimes both, a code which you then need to put into your system. So I have this now on everything, whether it's Twitter, Facebook, LinkedIn, Google+, Zoho as well. It's just be better safe than sorry. So activate your two-step verification on LinkedIn if you don't want your account to be restricted as well. Give additional security to your account. The last thing I just wanted to mention before I go any further is that if it comes up with verify your ID, one of the things I was worried about is it was asking me for my personal ID. So, rather unlike Facebook, where it's asked you to recognize people from a security feature to make sure you're a real person, that sort of thing, LinkedIn asked me for my passport and it asked me for my driving license, and I'm thinking, why on earth do you need that information? But without it, you won't get your LinkedIn account back. So I've done this twice now, and I've had my LinkedIn account back. I've had no repercussions of giving them my full ID. I do think it's a little bit iffy if you ask me, but at the end of the day, if you want to be using LinkedIn and using it for business and you do have a restricted account, you have no option but to verify your account. And as I say, at the moment I've had no repercussions, and this has been going on for 2 months now. It's happened to me twice in the last 2 months, so far so good. And that's it. I just wanted to say thank you so much for listening. Subscribe to this YouTube channel if you want to hear these extra tips that I do every single week. In the meantime, be safe out there, guys, and I'll see you soon. Take care. Bye-bye.